What's up, guys?
Good
Welcome
morning,
back.
everybody.
Happy Saturday, huh?
Yeah. Hey, you went back to the original.
Yeah,
I
oh
thought you
yeah,
were back
yeah. That
better.
was episode 1 style there. Haven't seen that one in a while. So.
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago.
Yep. It seems like it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So hey, what's
Morning,
up,
guys?
everybody in the chat? Yeah, see Ralphie's up bright and early, like always.
Yeah.
Are you working today, Ralphie?
Julio, Game Broker, Gamer Fridge. What's up? Oh, listening at work. Well, hopefully we can help.
Working on a Saturday.
We had
Yeah.
somebody do that one time. It was getting sketchy.
Not
The boss
working.
was over her head or something. Remember who was that? I think
Oh
it was
yeah, remember that?
one of the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to be sneaky quiet.
Yeah. The boss kept coming around and looking.
Well, I feel like this. If you're working on a Saturday, you should,
Yeah,
should have
exactly.
a
It's
little,
like-
be a
bit,
little more
bit of
flexible, right?
leeway to do what you kind of want to do. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, unless you're like an RN or something, you shouldn't be watching.
right,
You should be watching somebody's meters or something.
Yeah. Or unless you're in my line of work, and Saturdays for me would be overtime, time and a half. Then they tend to get a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
McDonald's
upset.
breakfast is always a must for working Saturdays. It's like mandatory.
Yeah.
You have to have
Oh, Phil,
McDonald's.
don't start now.
Donut or
Don't
something like
start.
that.
I lost 10 pounds. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. After Christmas and New Year's and everything like that, and Thanksgiving and all that, it's time to get back on the
Funny
wagon.
you say that. I
Oh.
started a new workout. I saw something on YouTube and I overdid it so bad. I have been sore for 3 days. It's
Really?
tough. Be careful getting into these New Year's resolutions.
yeah, I have.
Yeah, I know. I don't make any. I don't make. I stopped making them like 20 years ago. It's too much stress.
I may be hitting you up for some exercise routine or something like that because
The older
once
we
I
get,
kind of like retired from playing hockey 2 years ago, I need to do something,
I know. But
Sitting
we
here
gotta
and
start very, very
Yes, it's
slow.
nice, but
That's the
yeah.
thing. Start slow.
Yeah, do Tai Chi. Just
Tai
just
Chi.
move your hands around. That's all you do. It's like the 80-year-old exercises,
Yeah, I gotta be careful, whatever. Because as they say, I'm no spring chicken anymore, right?
No.
Gosh.
How was
my ankle getting out
everybody's
of bed
holidays?
today.
We I guess the last time we spoke, it was a couple right before Christmas there, huh?
Yeah. Mine was good. I abducted Santa Claus.
Did you? He
Yeah,
got
I
shot
was-
down by one of the drones. Hovering
Well, no,
around.
we took him in the back room. We roughed him up a bit. He didn't bring what I wanted, so
It's just a Jersey thing.
yeah, we let him go. It's all right now.
Well,
now,
that's
now
okay.
that
At least
was
it's
that
my house.
before or after you took the you took the bag off of his head, or you didn't take the bag off of his head at
Oh
all?
no. We kicked him to the
Dropped him
curb
off
in the
Dropped
bag.
him off in the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, Jesse, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm sure he got it out by now.
Eating some fresh reindeer steaks for dinner. every night
Yeah.
for
The bear.
past couple
I'm
weeks.
sure the bears helped him open it.
What about you, Phil? You've been busy every single day.
Yeah, well, Jesse too.
Did you take a break for Christmas or?
Well, let's talk about Jesse's review on pole position. What a surprise, Jesse. I just wanted to say that it's been a while.
It has.
I wake
Yeah.
up, I post a video, and I see Jester Tester updated uploaded a video.
Very pleasant.
Yeah, I think it was 7 months since I had done a video.
That was
No
awesome.
way.
My channel was going dead, I think. Not that it matters, but
Now, now I'm curious, does YouTube do anything about that? They're like, will they remove?
Yeah, well, your
Channels?
algorithms don't get pushed out anymore,
Oh.
so nobody sees content anymore.
So if you don't consistently put, I wonder how much you have to.
No,
Keep up
it doesn't
with-
matter to me though, because I don't monetize my channel, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
really-
guess.
I noticed that
Not
when
really a
when I
big deal.
played it, there were no commercials.
That's what they do. Even though I don't monetize, they still play commercials on you. But when your channel goes dead, you won't have anything on your channel anymore. If you look at some old channels that don't put anything up, you'll never see a commercial come on.
Really?
Yeah, like
or
go on John's Arcade or something like that. There's never a commercial.
or if you're constantly violating YouTube's terms of service, you'll never have a commercial.
Yeah, well, that
either
too,
because-
yeah.
I'm always
because-
pointing the wrong way.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
there's some people out there.
Well, I did it
I don't know
too.
what you're
I didn't know I
talking
had
about, Todd.
copyrighted music on something from 8 years ago, so they got me. I didn't know. I wasn't looking at my channel for 7 months. So
Who
I didn't
knows?
know.
Like maybe they had just changed their policies, and all of a sudden it became copyrighted material. I don't know how that works.
Well,
Right. They can go back.
don't
They can retroactively,
Which is kind of
when they change their rules, they go back and start doing.
What
And
a
now
joke.
they have AI doing all the algorithms, so AI controls everything. So there's no telling what it's going to be like.
Right.
No, yeah.
Jesse, when you zoomed in on your screen on pole position, was that an HDMI out? I haven't watched any videos on this yet. Or did you move the camera that close to the?
No. I scraped an HDMI out, recorded that section.
Really?
You've seen it playing behind me, but it was the same video.
Oh, you did it on there.
video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you were selling it, man.
No, I did it on the multicade, scraped it off that, and then put it in the video.
Hey, saying.
They saying.
Hey, saying
You did it on the multicade. So what you're saying is you cheated.
I did. Yeah. You can tell if you look in the lower right corner, you'll see the gear shifter. You know it's MAME.
Well, how was it on the
Sorry, guys.
That'd be a good T-shirt. You know it's MAME.
Yeah, I did it on MAME. Say again.
Is it the Genesis port or something on pole position, or the Nintendo, or is that an actual?
Wait, are we talking about on the little minicade, my arcade?
Mm-hmm.
It's the actual ROMs, the arcade.
It's the arcade ROMs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
Some of the signage is changed up a little bit, but it is the ROM.
So you're gonna get Outrun when they because
definitely
coming.
Yeah, I'm all over that one.
Yeah.
I'm probably
both of you have the Outrun cabinets, and Mike, you put the buy stuff in yours.
Yeah, I think Jesse didn't use well.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I even upgraded it. I wanted to do the PC. I was looking into that, but then I said, I'm just going to leave it the way it is.
We're talking about things we no longer use to this day. These racing cabs. How many of us are actually racing these?
So I was about ready to say I haven't sat in my Outrun cabinet, and I couldn't tell you how long. But my kid uses it constantly, though. So at least he does get.
Guys, I drag race in VR, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you're VR today.
I don't need
Yeah, you're not even right there. You're VR right there. We're not even talking to the real
guy working on his movie. This is AI's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Just really quick, let's just talk PC build really quick, and Mike, just take the show away in a second. Do we need a computer for this, or is it just do we buy something from Buy Stuff? That PC build, is it just another plug and play? Is that what it is?
For what?
If you're gonna upgrade your Outrun, or if you're gonna upgrade your Ridge Racer, Jesse, you're just saying the PC build for Buy Stuff, like they're gonna have it for Fast and Furious. Is that just a plug and play?
I don't know. I was under the impression that it probably was. Is this different than the Ridge Racer upgrade that you did?
Yes, this is totally new. So this is probably going to cost us, $200-300. But it's just I'm guessing that it's a box. I think it's just gonna.
Yeah, I think it's just the unit is going to run. It's another box, but I think it's just PC based. I don't know if it's Windows based or whatever, or if it's still Linux or I don't know. But it's supposed to be more powerful. You'll be able to play later games on it and stuff.
But are they going to be on there, or do we have to put them on there ourselves?
That's the thing. Yeah, I reached out to them, but they never got back to me, so I don't know.
It would be nice if it all came preloaded, ready to go. Of course,
It would.
What's with these companies, man? When you reach out to them and then they don't reply, like you did never send them a message.
You know what? I don't want to. Buy stuff. You've always been good to me. I'm just saying. Sometimes. They get backed up or whatever, but this is the first time.
Remember, they're a mom and pop shop.
Right.
Yeah,
there's 2-3.
This is the first time I didn't hear back from them.
They've been. I don't know. Gamer Fridge, are you still in the chat? He would know this question if it's everything's on there. But
yeah, he probably would know.
I'd like to. Yeah, he knows. I mean, that's the guy to ask.
Yep.
I was going to do it, but then I thought, the extra money, and I redid it twice because I upgraded it. I put the shaker motor in there and all that other stuff. And then I said to myself, maybe I don't feel like doing it all again. I just don't feel like ripping it open.
Kind of in the same position. Part of me wants to turn the Outrun cabinet back to its original hardware because the Outrun games, like we talked about this a year ago, the games were better. but
could we actually figure that out? Do we know how to go back?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I was
thinking about
ruining it. I'm not that savvy when it comes to
I marked there. I marked the whole PCB with colors and stuff, so I'd be able to put all the wires back where they were.
I look at it like this: once you mod, you commit to your mod. You never go back. You never go back.
The only reason I may ever go back is if once my kid gets older and he doesn't have any interest in it, I may put it back to its original form if it even still works.
Mike, that'd be a good tutorial when you get monetized again.
In a couple years, whenever I get out of jail,
that'd be a good tutorial how to go back. For anyone.
Yeah, that could be you, and your thumbnal could be the
imagine me doing it live.
Back to the Future font,
going back the entire way. Yeah. It would just be it might be a fun watch.
Back to
after 3 hours, guys. I still haven't figured it out, and now it won't turn on at all. So.
Yeah, but you know what? I have a love-hate relationship, like we were saying, Mike. I miss the Outrun look of the original cabinet, but I love the other games on it.
Yes,
so so.
There's a lot more options on it now.
Exactly.
You know
games
what?
That I haven't even played yet.
Just get a VR headset, and you can drag. You can go in. Drag.
You're really pushing that VR.
I'm telling you,
that makes you motion sick.
Because that arcade time capsule that I talked about
a year
before
ago
on this show a year ago. There's a 3.0 version of that about to come out. And it has even more cabinets, and it looks even better.
We're never going to leave our homes eventually with VR. That's the thing. It's
well,
going to be ready
VR
for
is like VR is like the holodeck from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Now you go in there, and it's better than reality. So
it just needs to give us food. Like, think if you're on the holodeck, you could get like a Big Mac right there. Like, I want McDonald's, and they would just show up.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get there. I'm telling you, we're gonna get there, man. And when that happens, it's gonna be over for reality. Everybody's gonna be in the VR world, just like you said, like Ready Player
We'll
One.
all be in our nursing homes at 80 years old, and they'll just slap a headset on us and drug us up.
Cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
bunch of 85-year-olds
just all
with
sitting around
headsets
like
on,
zombies
walking
with
around.
headsets on.
A bunch of 85-year-olds who think they're 30 because they got their headsets on, and everybody looks beautiful, and
they're all walking around with headsets on and their butts hanging out the the hospital garb. And
it's just the open flap in the back with their walker. Okay, Jesse. Hi.
Hey, Mike.
We already joked about that. We're not 100% sure he's not already.
That's true.
You'll never be able to tell either.
I'm getting good at this AI stuff, guys. I mean, it's.
I know it's scary. We don't know if we're really talking to you right now.
No.
Will the nostalgia land on the factory PCB play? What does that mean? I'm not. You talking nostalgia
on when we're all VR? Like, there's going to be a nostalgia.
The nostalgia power. Oh. I mean, why not?
You know what it's going to be like, guys? It's going to be like you'll be able to go like that episode of Black Mirror where you'll be in an alternate. You'll be able to upload your consciousness to this computer, and then you'll be able to travel to all sorts of different eras and times. So you can go back to the 60s or go into the 80s or whatever and live in that era. Because
I don't want anybody tapping into my brain.
It would immediately crash the server.
Too many things in there.
Yeah. So Jesse, I guess you won't be a candidate for Starlink because you're not going to want to have wires at the top of your head with your little chip in your brain, huh?
No, not if I can help it, at least.
So you can interface with the AI.
Oh, good.
It's way too advanced for me. I still play video games that come in a cartridge form.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that because we're learning that it's all going to be gone someday.
That's kind of how, right, Phil, like you were talking about in your video this week, with what Cartoon Network just disappearing and physical media going away. And, in 20 years, I'm sure everything's going to be totally digital,
but what if they start removing that? Like, that's the thing. Like, can they take stuff from like iTunes off of our phones. Can they do that?
Right.
Yep. They sure can.
I think they're going. Yeah.
I
sure
finally I got a PS5 finally, and instead of waiting, I ended up just digitally downloading Spider-Man 2 because I was like, it's going to be like a month for shipping with all the backlog of orders from Christmas. And
I mean, they did that to all my what was it, Napster stuff. Son of a bitch. They took all my media.
Yes.
Were they supposed to do that?
It's a gray area.
There it is, Mike. There's the trailer. I put it in the back for you for the arcade time capsule. Holy crap.
Oh, it's the new one.
Yes.
The one you were just talking about.
Yes.
Can we get copyright if we play it?
No, you'll be fine.
What do I care?
We played it, probably not, but Mike plays it. Yes, absolutely.
They're watching me like a hawk,
waiting.
guys.
Yeah, they were waiting.
Absolutely, Ralphie. I've seen Strange Days. A great movie to watch, Ralphie. If you're into that kind of stuff, Ralphie, a great movie to watch is a movie called Virtual Revolution. Check that out. It's insane.
Oh, what did he say? Ready Player One. Was that what he said? Oh, a movie called Strange Days.
I've never heard of Strange Days.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Let's check out this virtual arcade.
Yeah. Wow. Karate champ right in the first one.
How real it looks.
Yeah. I know. That's scary.
It's like Galloping Ghosts. It's so dark.
Man.
Tapper.
That looks just like Galloping Ghost.
That is something.
That's sick.
I mean, Zod, you've been there. That's Galloping Ghost, man.
It's so phenomenal. I cannot wait. I've been like that. That's the thing. I like being able to talk to the creator of this project, and it's such a fun thing. I cannot wait. 3.0 is about to come out, and more machines, even better environment. I'm so excited. I don't know what.
And all the games are fully playable, correct?
100%. Yes, sir.
And Have they figured out the co-op yet? Like, could you and I play X-Men together?
Eventually.
Haven't made it to that point yet. Even though that alone is just
I mean, when you go into it, it's like you're really there. Like I can't even.
You can even smell the stale cigarette.
It's hard for me to put it into perspective. But a good example would be Galloping Ghost. It has that Galloping Ghost feel, and then you hear music playing in the background on the radio or whatever, and you're in there and you're like, oh my god! And when you walk up to that X-Men cabinet, you're just blown away. You look at that X-Men cabinet and you're looking at that CRT and you're just like,
hear Colossus screaming.
Wow. Yeah. It's wild, guys. It's wild.
All right, guys, I have something to share with you.
Before we get into
the meat and potatoes of the show. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person in the world that's excited about this. And so we were talking about this the other night about them bringing back very popular franchises and kind of not doing a great job. Star Wars, Ghostbusters, etc. What do you guys think about this right here? Have you seen this? Happy Gilmore 2. Did you guys know that this was coming out?
Is that true? It's coming
out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
yes,
Netflix.
It is.
Netflix. There's a trailer.
No.
Yes, which I would love to play, but I want to keep talking to you guys today, so I'm not going to play it. But that was, I mean, God, Happy Gilmore. I probably watched that movie.
Best Adam Sandler movie ever. I don't know
It
if you
might be. Yeah, it might be. Now that I think about it, I mean, what other one would be better, more memorable than Happy Gilmore? I mean, look, Ben Stiller's even in it. He had a 5-minute cameo in the original movie, and he still has the handlebar
Billy
mustache.
Madison's good, but it's just Happy
is.
Gilmore's just that much better. Like it
Yeah.
is. It's such a great movie. Shooter McGavin's the best villain of all time.
Yep. I mean, there he is. They're at a grave. I mean, the only person that's obviously not going to be in it would be Bob Barker.
And the grandmother. I'm sure the grandmother.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Yes.
Why am I laughing?
Did you guys see, speaking of Sandler, did you guys see Uncut Gems?
I don't think so. No.
Is that a serious role?
Kinda, but it's good. It's very well done, and I wondered if you guys had seen it, because in my opinion,
is that the one he was? He's a diamond cutter. That's
one of his best movies. He's not a diamond cutter. It's hard to explain. You'd have to watch it. It's a
it is MJF, Ralphie.
It's a good movie. It's really good.
So you think this will be one of those movies that you'll watch it once, get a little wave of nostalgia, and then go, okay.
I'm afraid that's
like they've all been like
opinion.
Dumb and Dumber 2 when they brought Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels back. I kind of felt that way. I know we debated about this one, about the Christmas Story remake,
which is Ralphie loved that movie. I was just thinking of that.
He did. I know, and I didn't want to bring it up.
That.
Ralphie was very passionate about that.
It almost ruined the first one for me. Like
I know, and is that going to happen? I can't. I don't want anything to ruin the original Happy Gilmore. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't watch. Maybe you shouldn't watch this.
Like, are they going to be on the senior tour? Like they're they're too old to be playing in whatever the.
You sound like Happy. She's old. You can't take her house. She's old.
I don't know when this is scheduled to come out. But either way, I'm gonna watch it. I mean,
so you are going to watch it.
I am.
Yeah. Well, it's like if they finally come out with Spaceballs 2. Who's not gonna watch Spaceballs 2?
And we're all gonna just be saying to ourselves, "Man, they should have made this movie 30 years ago instead of now."
Yeah, well, that's the problem with when they do remakes or sequels. They're like 35 years after.
Yeah, it's not, right. And everybody who was in the movie, they're all old now.
They're all old.
Some
and
of them
grizzled.
are gone. And
well, now they can use de-aging technology.
Carl Weathers. Did you mention Carl?
That's true.
That's right. He won't be in it either. Like Chubbs, come on, with his wooden hand.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is going to be anywhere near like it. Just taking.
They'll use AI for Carl Weathers. They'll.
I mean, they did it in Rogue One with Star Wars. They brought Peter Cushing back.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's been done. I know they.
But he didn't look all that great, though. You could see in Peter Cushing.
If they were to redo it now, though, they could make it look like Peter.
Oh, that would be probably far.
Maybe
technology is far advanced a whole lot more.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if we get to see Adam Sandler run around on a look, is this okay to do?
Well, you heard about did you guys hear about the movie where they're resurrecting James Dean? They're bringing him back.
Oh my God, no.
I thought you were going to say
he's got a star. He's got a starring role in the movie, and they're going to use
Detroit Level Play star
AI to recreate him. Yeah.
I mean, if they get, I guess, the approval of the family or the estate or whoever.
Yeah, they could.
Who are we to judge them for doing something like that? I guess.
I guess
like Julio said they did it with Ghostbusters. What's his name?
Yes, that's true. They did with the new Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Egon, yeah.
Yes, Harold Ramis. They did.
Mm-hmm.
That was touching how they did his thing.
Yeah, actually, I thought they did it very well.
They did. Yep.
Well, that's it for Happy Gilmore 2. I'm excited. But I'm gonna.
Are you excited, or are you just okay?
I'm like, oh, Happy Gilmore, and oh man, he's old. Shooter McGavin's old, and like, I'm just gonna go watch the original, like I should have done in the first place.
Well, the trailer did not. the trailer for Superman Zod, I mean, as much as your feelings on it, it was a decent looking trailer. Do you agree with that? Just
I thought the color grading was horrible on that trailer. Honestly, dude, the
that was my first thought too.
Color grading got me really, really angry. I'm like, this looks like trash. What is he doing? Like I told you, for me, the only thing that I thought was cute was the little crypto. I thought that was kind of cute.
That's what sold it for me.
I've got a scene in the One Punch Man movie where One Punch Man accidentally kicks a crypto-like dog in the face, and the puppy, flies across the street and gets, with the force of the kick. That's kind of my, homage to crypto.
You're going to have a disclaimer. No animals were hurt in this.
Oh no! It's an accidental punt across the street, but it's still a punt.
A dog shouldn't have gone on the counter and ate all the food. I mean,
oh no! Get letters from PETA.
Yeah. Come up with some new IPs instead of resurrecting classics from 3 decades ago. Yeah. Because we've all established they usually don't. They can't hold a candle to the original, right?
Hey, Chaotic,
what's up, man?
What is going on?
Yeah, hopefully there is a little bit more crypto in it. It'd be kind of cool to see. I mean, he's never been on the big screen before, right? Not in live action.
There's a reason why he's never been on the big screen, because it's ridiculous. That's why it's never.
It's a comic book. It's like look at Mr. Mixoplex. Like he's ridiculous. Like it's a comic book. I mean, we got to take everything with a grain of salt here.
Speaking of dogs, did they ever do an Underdog live movie before?
No,
they did.
Wait,
okay.
I think
earlier.
Wait a minute.
I'm googling this right now.
There was a dog movie. Was it
or maybe it was like CGI or something.
I think
Underdog movie. There it is. Oh my god, they did.
Is it?
No,
did
I
they
never
really?
saw it, but I know they did it.
All right, we're gonna share it real
Pull
quick.
this up.
Voltron is coming too. Voltron is coming.
Would be cool.
Look
at this
with Henry Cavill.
Yes, that's.
Oh, that is. See, it did stick in my head. I thought they did.
Jim Belushi was in it. Patrick Warburton, Peter Dinklage.
See,
geez, Jason Lee.
So it's relatively recent.
Yeah, 2007.
I never seen it.
Jason Lee, he did the voice.
Yeah,
he did the voice for Underdog.
Yeah.
I think that's a good casting call.
Disney, I guess they had the budget, right?
What year was this? Like 2002?
2007. I've never seen it. I mean, it looks. I'm sure it's as silly as it.
Look at his paws out like he's flying.
Get out of here. He's just thinking about going and taking a dump on somebody's lawn.
That's so great.
Maybe your son will like it.
Yeah, he actually probably would.
Yeah, that actually looks better than crypto.
Oh my
I'm not gonna lie.
It's like Ultra Dog. You got this is Ultraman's dog. He's got the U on his chest.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
I'm not breaking up a fight between crypto and Underdog. I know that.
No.
What's Underdog's backstory? I know we're veering way off. How did he get his powers? He just has them.
It was in his dog food. His dog food was like
radioactive dog food or something.
I don't know. Even
my money's on crypto. Crypto takes any other super pet.
You would think so.
He literally just pulled Superman to the Fortress of Solitude. I mean, think about that.
Yeah, that shows you how wimpy this Superman is. He's got to be dragged by his dog. That's true. He's got to be dragged by this little dog. Like that dog is so small. I was like,
Superman.
well, look at him.
He's got a service dog.
Superman.
It's the red sun compared to
the therapy dog.
Therapy dog.
Takes him on a plane with him. Like, oh, really? Come on.
Doesn't Supergirl have a super cat? Like, is that a thing? Doesn't she have a?
I'm sure she does. Cat. I'm sure she does have a super cat.
That will be next in James Gunn.
Poor Superboy just has like super gold.
And if James Gunn is directing it, it's going to be as dirty as the Creature Commandos cartoon. So
when does that stream? The 6th or 7th?
The Howl of Justice.
What, the stream I'm doing?
Yes.
Morning, Mike.
Monday. Yeah, on the 6th. Monday night.
I'm looking forward to checking that out. I haven't watched any of the Creature Commandos yet, and I didn't even know about it till
It's
Zad started bringing it up.
horrible. My God. Oh my God, it is terrible. It
I
is
hate
so
to put you on the spot and expose you, but you haven't even seen X-Men 97 yet, have you?
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
You talking to me?
Talking to
I can't
me?
do it. I can't.
Oh, weird.
I have not seen X-Men 97 yet.
wow. X-Men 97 is
I-
fantastic. If you want to compare a great cartoon to a complete garbage cartoon, compare X-Men 97 to Creature Commandos. Oh my goodness.
No, not even close, huh?
It's
I
night
haven't
and
seen
day.
the Deadpool movie yet either. Like you guys can just roast me for this. I have not seen
I
that.
actually
I
just
haven't
saw
seen
that
it
a
either,
couple
so-
weeks ago.
Jesse,
It's good
have
if
you
you
seen it?
have time. It's good.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything.
Godzuki, the movie.
I was gonna go
Hey.
see Nosferatu, but then I heard that was don't even bother. So my best friend went to go see it and said, "Don't bother."
Don't bother.
Yeah,
That's all he said, and it was just like enough said. Don't have to say anything.
yeah. He didn't want to ruin it because he still thinks I'm going to see it, but he said, "No, don't go."
Yeah, just hearing that theme song again.
Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, X-Men
Well-
97 is beautiful. All the episodes were great. I'm telling you, man. Phil, you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, you will. I mean, obviously, you've been extremely busy between then and now, but if it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, it's worth sitting down, chilling, and
Yep.
watching it because now you can binge watch the whole thing because it's out.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
when's the next season coming out? Did they announce anything about this yet? I still see promos for the first season and get excited, thinking it's like, oh, they're bringing back season 2's coming out. Joysticks. No, I have not had a chance to watch Joysticks.
Joysticks is fun. It's a fun movie.
It's on my list though. Now that the holidays have passed, I'm hoping that things slow up a little bit and I get a little bit more free time. As long as it quits snowing. We're getting pounded with snow right now, and it's annoying.
Keep it by you, Mike.
Yeah, Phil, do you guys get it at all? I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like up there, you guys get it, and you just push it right onto that lake, and it comes down and hits us. You didn't
Pretty
really
much
get
how
much?
it works. Actually, the lake creates so much more snow.
Mhm.
It's called the lake effect snow.
Yeah,
But
Oh,
it
yeah.
usually melts. But then you see all the leaves that are left over. So no matter how much you've cleaned up the yard, the snow kind of camouflages that because there's really nothing you can do.
Yep.
It's like everything's frozen right now. It is like it's 6 degrees right now. How cold is it in
19
brutal.
degrees. So
brutal?
Yeah,
not very warm.
Mike Hawk, you're right. Cobra Kai is amazing.
I have not watched. Have not seen Cobra Kai. I haven't had time to get into
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my
Any
goodness.
of the seasons?
it. None. No,
Wow.
So I can't, who am I to say
That's-
anything about you, Phil? Right?
You need to make a short out of that. That was the best clip ever.
Yeah.
I gave
Sunny
up on
and
it about 2
65.
seasons ago. I watched it up to I think the season where they changed the actor of Daniel's son, and that was the last
Oh.
season. That Terry, what's his name? The villain.
Terry Silver from
Can't stand-
from
gosh,
from Karate Kid 3. Yeah.
I can't stand him.
When they brought him
I
back, I
can't
couldn't
stand him.
believe it. I was like, wow, they actually brought back Terry Silver. This show is crazy.
You guys feel like taking a quick commercial break?
Oh,
I'm upset, Phil. I was after us talking this past week. I had plans of
Plans.
I had a whole commercial bit that I was starting to put together, and I was waiting on some props to show up that were supposed to show up yesterday, and they got delayed. So,
you had props ready?
oh
going to be
yeah,
ready? Oh,
my wife's
wow.
sending me pictures. She's like, "What are you ordering? Like, what?" I'm not gonna spoil
Props.
it, but
You were going to do a carrot top? Yeah.
something.
I'll
Well,
bring it out.
maybe not. So maybe not.
All right.
It's going to be equally as corny, though. Put it that way.
Okay.
But I wasn't able to get it together for this week just because the stuff didn't show up in time. So maybe by next Nostalgia Power, I should have a custom commercial. But this one's not custom. But anyways, yeah, we'll be back in a couple minutes, guys.
All right.
Okay.
The one and only Southwestern Bell Yellow Pages. It gets beat up, bruised, battered, abused. Because it's the one packed with millions of businesses, ads, and ways to make your life easier. That's why you rarely see a new Southwestern Bell Yellow Pages. From the instant one's delivered, it's used. The Southwestern Bell Yellow Pages. It delivers.
I'm Beefsteak Charlie. Beefsteak Chuck's been telling me about restaurant school.
Uncle Charlie, everything we learned in school you shouldn't do and couldn't do, you do.
I've always believed in giving people a lot for a little. No one beeps about the check at Beefsteak Charlie. And on Mondays through Fridays for just $9.99, get all the barbecued ribs and chicken you can eat. At Beefsteak Charlie's, we won't stop giving until you say, Uncle, 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 Uncle.
Take a cassette out of its case, and most people just see an empty box. But Sony saw something quite different. Sony introduces the only cassette player as small as a cassette case. The incredible sounding Super Walkman.
Enter Sony's $25,000 sweepstakes. Look for this display at your Sony dealer.
Recently, an independent research firm ran a taste test between Coke and Pepsi. And the taste more people chose was the taste of Coca-Cola. Yes, more people all across the country, when comparing Coke to Pepsi, chose the taste of Coke as the better taste. Let's look at it this way. We gave America a choice, and more people said Coke is it.
It's a hit. It's a Coke. Coke is it.
No, Coke was not it. Coke was not it. No.
Well, a couple questions for you guys based on those. So, what has anybody ever heard of? What is it? What was it? Cheesesteak Charlie or?
Yes, I was just going to say, real quick one. Beefsteak Charlie's. We used to go to a diner here, and the owner, the manager, looked identical to Beefsteak Charlie. So every time he would come in, I go to my wife, Beefsteaks here. Every time.
I never
had
heard
that same hairdo and the mustache and everything.
I guess it was a pretty big chain at one point, huh?
Yeah, it was back around when Ground Round was around.
Anybody I was curious if anybody else in the chat had ever heard of that either, but because I never did. I mean, maybe it went away, or I paid attention to.
It was quite a while back. It was around in the Crazy Eddie days. I don't know if you even remember that.
Crazy Eddie, nope.
Yeah. Crazy Eddie was more New Jersey and New York kind of a place, and
it's just a Jersey thing.
Yeah, he was crazy too. That guy. I think he was jailed.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, after a while, yeah.
But from what I read, that place was a pretty big chain, and kind of gets us into and the rest of the commercial clips there. There is something in common with all of them, and it's something that you really stuff that you really don't see anymore. Like the new Coke, I mean, that came and went pretty quick, right?
Beefsteak Charlie's was like today's Charlie Brown's. If anybody has any of those near them,
no.
Where do you guys live?
Huh? Out in the wilderness.
It must be a complete
get off my lawn.
East Coast thing, man. Because
I guess I think it is.
Bennigan's. I don't remember Bennigan's.
Yeah, I remember Bennigan's.
I don't think we had any.
I remember Bennigan's. Yes. Mm-hmm.
What about the first commercial was the Yellow Pages? Remember? I mean, it's weird because I think they do still send out phone books.
They still send them out,
but they're only about this.
They're small now, though. Yeah, they're not like they used
I
to be.
remember as a kid, like that's how we used to look up. I mean, that's
Yeah, before. Well, that was before the internet. It was
Right.
funny. You go because you could go in the back of the phone book and look at all the the ads for all the strip club.
Yeah, they had. You mean everything was in there? Look up everybody's name who had the same name as you, or
Oh, Lord.
So there's
escort services.
We see. I look and say, okay, legs and eggs. I think I'll go there.
Oh, I mean, MG. Sorry,
Well,
he's late.
hold on. You got to read it. It's like a paragraph.
Played VR golf for like 3 hours. Didn't realize it was streamed. Oh no.
Ouch.
Better late than never. Well, good morning, MG.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah, you got to watch who you play the VR golf with. Yeah, because they're starting to stream that stuff now.
VR is fantastic. Oh my god!
I mean, everybody's getting into it.
I think Zod gets residuals every time he says VR.
Maybe.
I really wish that I did because I don't have a problem promoting the hell out of VR, dude. That's
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
They did. Too. They brought the new Coke back for a short amount of time, I guess. I don't remember that. What was the difference? I mean, was it? I mean, I don't know.
It was as bad as Crystal Pepsi, if you remember Crystal Pepsi.
I like Crystal Pepsi. Remember the Van Halen commercial? Like, you had the Right Now song going with the crystal clear Pepsi.
I wanted to like Crystal Pepsi. Man, I think I was probably like 11
I did
or 12
because I do like the the it was clear liquid, so that's why you wanted to like it so bad, but it just wasn't.
As a kid, though, your palate is.
They brought it back a few years ago. I remember like certain grocery stores had it just for a little bit.
Wait, you're drinking clear Pepsi right now, aren't you, Mike?
Yeah, that's it. It's Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi. Wow.
30-year-old Crystal Pepsi. Oh, there was a channel where somebody had one and it was like yellow syrup and he actually drank it.
Oh man.
And
then people, when they do stuff like that, people do stuff like that and then they wonder why they die.
Or they get like violently sick.
He was eating yellow snow.
And then die. Yeah.
Going to drop off the film to be developed. Well,
that's the thing. Didn't somebody die, Jesse, from eating the Batman cereal?
Oh, let's not talk about that. I was afraid you were going to bring that up.
Yes, he did.
Was that the Batman face guy? Cereal? Yes, the Joker. Oh god,
yeah, Mike's Batman cereal from 1980. What was that?
I was about to eat it until I watched that video. I was like, who cares?
89.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of. It probably had a bunch of like parasites and like
it had mold,
black
mold in there.
It probably had like decades worth of different types of mold spores. Like over the decades, they just get more and more, more and more
growing.
It's terrible. The spores, they're horrible. And he's sitting there eating it, wondering what's it going to taste like.
Look, I forgot about that. We watched that on here.
We did, yeah. When he started like gagging and throwing it everywhere, I almost lost it. Crystal Pepsi did not have a diet variant, and the sugar was almost double to the original. Oh my god. I remember having it, and like I said, as a kid, I wanted to like it. I would love to be able to try it now because I bet you it is awful.
It's odd to me because cereal's not supposed to expire. That stuff you're supposed to be able to eat that stuff forever, right? Because it's
so crunchy or
no. You know why? You know what I thought? I thought Coca-Cola didn't expire. I never knew it expired.
Oh, it all that stuff does.
Now it all has a date, but you can't see it on there. So I drank a Coke the other day, and it tasted like
funny?
It tasted like spoiled milk.
Nothing.
God.
But nothing happens to you when you drink like the expired Coke and all that. It's just that it just doesn't taste great.
Yeah.
The chemicals just go bad in it.
Like
it's not like it's gonna. Yeah, you can drink old beer too. It's not gonna kill you.
Tastes weird.
It's just not gonna taste good.
In Coke, there's nothing organic in Coke. So
right.
Yeah. It's just old, outdated sugar and chemicals that
I don't even think there's sugar in it.
Yeah, Twinkies.
Twinkies, yeah,
they are
Twinkies.
immortal.
Yeah, But they don't make Twinkies as good as they used to. That's the
No,
thing.
my brother
Even
and I were
Big
just
Macs don't
talking about
taste the
this
same.
over New Year's.
Yeah, I feel like you're right, Zod. They Coke or what the heck? Like what? How do you screw up Twinkies?
They ruined them. They went from
Because they went out of business. Think about it. Hostess went out of business.
and then somebody
else picked up the recipe or whatever, and it's different.
Yeah.
Right. It's different. It's totally different. And
you
remember, because everybody remembers what Twinkies used to be. Nobody will ever forget what Twinkies used to be.
Well, here's the thing. When they first said that they were going to go out of business, I never made an investment in my life, but I figured, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to invest in buying a whole bunch of boxes of these Twinkies that were going to go out of business. So I had like 30 boxes, and I was going to keep them because I figured one day it was going to be.
Did you eat them?
Be worth money. And it all went bad. That whole thing where they don't go bad is a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, they'll eventually go bad.
For like what, 30 years, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be able to survive a nuclear holocaust, right?
Sponges of love.
Mm-hmm. Well, they made them more orangey tasting now.
Well, weren't they originally? Wasn't the secret ingredient in the original Twinkies? Wasn't it banana?
I think it was banana because they have a banana flavor now.
There is a banana flavor.
Yeah, but the banana flavor ones don't taste like the originals. That's what I mean.
Even the Hostess cupcakes, they're different. They're just
they're different too. You're right. Yep.
And they're tiny now. Remember
you know what I
how big they
want
used
them
to
to bring
be?
back? I want them to bring back the Hostess Choco Bliss. I remember the Hostess Choco Bliss.
I want the pudding pies. The pudding pies. Remember the Ninja Turtle pudding pies?
Yes.
Those were
the pudding pies.
Dude.
My God, I forgot all about those.
Obviously, we didn't eat any breakfast.
Yeah, man,
we're salivating. We're like Pavlovian's dogs.
Even a 30-year-old Twinkie sounds good at this point. So where's my Batman cereal at?
And some 1989 moldy, spore-infested Batman cereal. Yeah. Open her up, Mike.
Yeah, with a hint of yellow number 5.
Wow.
It's got asbestos in it.
That's what keeps it all together after all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yummy.
Diggers are good too. What's diggers?
Like little green spores growing in it.
Nice.
Oh, aren't those like zingers?
Oh, maybe.
Are they like generic zingers?
Are zingers Hostess or Little Debbie?
I think zingers are Hostess, aren't they?
I can't remember.
The chocolate fudge on the top of them is just a little too thick for my taste.
It is, and Phil, if you grab that, you could like peel it off.
Yeah, it's
almost like
Hostess cupcakes are a little bit more manageable, but the zingers, it's just
you bite into that and you're just
zingers are Hostess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't listen to this guy. He's been using brand X. All right. We got to do.
Yeah. Love that joke.
Yeah. I used to get your 5 daily chemicals when we were kids.
Yeah. That's why everybody's so screwed up now, because all those chemicals and weird.
That's exactly right. Think of what we've been putting in our bodies.
Mike, I have some. I don't have Topps baseball cards from the 80s, but I do have the unopened packs of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, and it does have the gum in it. I imagine eating that gum now would be like
eat it,
taking a bite of this glass, basically, and
I have
even chew it.
I have
it would just disintegrate in your mouth.
Do you? Card. It has the gum in it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day we'll do a opening of the pack. We'll see
let's do it.
It'd be like Francis in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where it's just like black stuff coming out of his
I'll be honest with you. I only took it down that long ago because I was cleaning the shelf, and I noticed that you should feel the gum inside, right? I don't feel it. I don't feel
it. Just like
it dissolved.
Turned to powder.
It just turned to powder, I think. Because I can't feel it in there.
It's like a mouse. It just disintegrates after.
Yeah, probably.
There's no powder. There's no evidence that it even existed. It's just
probably.
And that actually like joined with the
card,
with the plastic wrapper of the card.
It's all. Yeah,
I have seen that MG. I don't know if it's the same guy, but there are videos out there where they find MREs and stuff from like World War I, and they open them up and eat it. And some of it is as bad as you
Yeah,
think,
I've
but
seen that
some of
too.
it actually does hold up.
One guy opened up a can of corn from I don't know, back in World War II or something. And he opened it up. The corn was green because back then they didn't line the cans, so all the steel and aluminum,
my!
Yeah, just mixed with the corn and it turns it green.
I guess if you get hungry enough, I mean,
oh god,
you gotta eat.
You'd have to get some sort of.
I'd rather eat tree bark.
Right? Yeah, or some moss.
Right.
That's what that would do to your gums. Just rip up your mouth.
Oh, take the risk with the tree bark. Yeah, really.
Yeah,
it's like eating Captain Crunch. It looks so appealing at the store, but then you think about how your mouth is going to be after.
Yeah, I never thought of that, Mike. What if you did open up a pack of what if you had like a Nolan Ryan rookie card or something like that that's worth like $10,000 and there's a piece of 30-year-old gum just plastered to it?
Oh no, that would be horrible.
that would be terrible.
You'd have to take it to a professional to get it removed.
It would probably be worth more with the gum.
It might, yeah. Would that be, yeah?
It's a one of a kind. Think about it. It's nostalgia.
The defect, right?
Mm.
Guys, before we sign off today, I want to show you guys something. We are going to go back to the 80s here. Because we did, we saw the yellow pages and the Walkman and the new Coke and things that really are gone.
New Coke.
Here's a couple more things
Old
that are.
Coke.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin. And like, who had one of these?
My brother had one of these.
Everybody I know had one of those. Yes. Yep, I think we had one. I don't think we ever used it, probably because it would catch the house on fire if you tried plugging it in.
What was the name of the Teddy Ruxpin competitor, the knockoff? Because there was another one. There was Teddy Ruxpin, and then there was another one that was competing with Teddy. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
Did it do the same thing? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
we had that Teddy Ruxpin. He used to put the cassette tape in the back, and he would read like kind of a low budget animatronic, kind of. Probably more advanced animatronics than that Ninja Turtles movie we watched the other night.
It was kind of creepy, though.
Jesse's Darth Vader's got to be one of the most advanced animatronics ever known to man.
Before we sign off, I want to ask him about that because I might be going to get one of those.
Because I watched a YouTube video and I got exhausted. But at the end of the video, I was like, how did Jesse put this together? I'd be pulling the little hair I have out.
Oh my God, it was the most tedious thing I've ever put together. The wires in it is like paper, like just dental floss that you had to kind of get them together and plug them together. Oh my God, it was a pain.
I would throw it out in the trash.
Jesse, chuck it out the window.
Then we'll chuck it out the window, and then we'll go get a steak.
With the handle.
I'm pretty sure my great grandmother had this exact set of tray tables.
It looks awfully familiar. My God,
like that's not like 70s, 80s in a nutshell. Then
yeah, definitely. I think
where'd you get this AOL from? You still have an AOL email?
What they've upgraded since then? Apparently, AOL was still a thing somewhere out there. This is just and they post content on their.
People are still paying for AOL.
August 30th, 2024 is whenever this article was posted.
Wow.
You've got mail.
I know. Look at that. That thing's just beautiful.
I had something like that.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's like the entertainment center for your TV. Like they're just nobody has one anymore.
Beautiful.
I mean, why would you need? Now they make little Bluetooth speakers this big that can probably put out better sound than that thing.
Well, the music will just be removed from your phone eventually, though. At least with this.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they can't ever do.
My brother was big into stereo, so he had all setups like this. He was a radio DJ, and
what was he?
Yeah, yep.
We never owned anything this elaborate as kids because. I mean, looking back at my Sears Christmas catalog, some of these stereo sets were like over $1,000, and I imagine something this big probably was. But we had one, and it was probably a quarter of the size of this. You know,
He had
it
all
had
those things in his
two
room.
tape deck and a record player on it.
I mean, look at what a VCR costed in like 85.
Dude, what was it? $700, $800 for some?
It's insane.
That's crazy. Oh, uh-oh. We got candy dishes.
Grandma.
Remember the grocery stores would just like you could just take what you could make your own. They had the barrels of different assortment candy.
I remember being a young kid, was never allowed to eat it because
do you remember? Do you guys ever go into a restaurant or something and they had those mints right there in the bowl and everybody put their hands in it and grab them?
How unsanitary!
And they were never wrapped. They would.
Yeah, they were them little.
Oh God!
Like
I just realized that. That's wow.
Gross.
That's probably another reason why we're all screwed up. God only knows what
they were at supper clubs. Like that was like.
Surprised we're all still
candy,
alive.
You gotta admit that's some good candy.
Here's the fake fruit bowl. Do people still do
that?
Fruits?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That I don't know why that was ever.
How many people accidentally eat from the fake fruit bowl?
Dude, I remember intentionally chewing on the fake rubber grapes, like pulling them off, and then just because you could remove them from the stem, we would just chew
put
on
it back.
Them.
Could you?
Yeah, you could pop them right back on. Yep. So they used to have teeth.
I agree, Zero. They were actually good. And it was all that added hand sweat and everything on there. Good.
And they were allowed to ferment there for about a year and a half.
Especially when people came out of the bathroom and then they went to go pay their bill.
And they didn't bother washing their hands.
No, they just dipped right in there.
What?
Oh, dang it! What an idiot!
And it's like don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Hey, our immune systems were better then too.
Exactly.
Clearly,
there were no hand sanitizers in every bathroom.
No, we didn't need that shit. That was like too. Remember when you go in the bathroom and they used to have the big
right next to the family that was smoking.
Remember when you go in the bathroom and they would have that pull towel and it was just on a big roll and you just keep
work
pulling
still
it?
has that.
Yep.
No, does it?
Yeah, I forgot about those. That's disgusting.
The material one?
Yes. So the uniform company comes in and replaces those.
Keeps going in a circle.
And nobody wants to change them. So eventually
you would think it'd be cheaper to change it. Jeez.
No way.
Dude.
Because then it gets to the end and it just gets stuck and it's wet and everybody just keeps using the last part of it. Oh man.
It is a miracle we only got one COVID.
Yeah, right.
Like how did we just not people just weren't dropping dead all the time?
How did we not get the plague?
Right, I know. Like you said, maybe our immune systems were so
advanced. Didn't they say something about like some bad bird flu thing is coming here? Or something?
They know it's coming.
I'm just like, uh-oh.
Wonder how they know.
Yeah, MG, it was better for the environment, though. You're right.
The paper towel, the never-ending paper towel.
Brawny, the quicker picker upper. Oh,
yeah.
No more disgusting.
You know what was better for the environment too?
Blade.
Now we're going off the rails, but
we are. Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to wipe with corn husks. Back in the Western days.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess when you're,
and they used to wear loincloths too.
What happens with those corn husks when they were done with them? Like, was there a pile of them?
Yeah, I was watching this whole thing, and they would just throw them beside the buildings, and there was so much crap and everything from the horses and from humans because there was nowhere for it to go that it just piled up, and they just kept throwing it beside the buildings, and then it just made its way out to the street, and everybody just walked through all of it. You know,
just walked out there on its own.
It was like slushy mud. You know. You ever walk in mud with boots on and all of a sudden it takes your boot right off or your shoe right off?
Gosh, isn't it the worst? Your sock goes with it.
It's like quicksand. Like, what happened?
You're just standing there with one leg up in the air going, oh no.
Oh no. And you got the sock half off too because it pulled that half down. Now you have no way to get back in. Just hear that slushing sound.
Yep. That's disgusting.
There you go.
I guess no more disgusting than eating a fake rubber grape, huh?
Everybody knows what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't something that no longer people
I'm
use
interested in
anymore.
this article.
That's iconic.
Building muscle after 60 comes down to this one
Jeez.
thing.
Is that guy AI? Look at him. I don't know if you that guy's not real.
Definitely AI.
Yeah, he's AI.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. Ashtrays everywhere. You go into a restaurant, that would be sitting right on the table, and it was always that off color, like orange or brown. Because
my parents had those all over the place.
People were nice. People were a lot nicer when they were allowed to smoke in restaurants. I got to tell you.
Yeah,
that's true.
They were. They calmed their nerves.
In airplanes and anything. Like now cars don't have. Remember, they used to have the ashtrays in the door handle. Didn't they used to have them on the door?
Yeah.
Yes. You can put
your cigarette lighters in the cars, which they don't have those anymore.
It calmed their nerves. Now everybody's a ticking time bomb.
Yep. Yeah, really.
Everybody's all jacked up.
Everybody gets jacked up and crazy about everything now.
The magazine holder.
Everything.
Yeah, the magazine rack built into the table.
Everybody's triggered. It's nuts.
Yep.
See this? Okay, we didn't have these growing up, but I'm pretty sure my grandparents did.
Yeah, my
the
parents
giant
did.
wooden fork and spoon.
Oh yeah.
Actually, my mother bought them from me for school. We used to have to come home. Anybody have to do that? You had to come home with a whole box full of things that you had to sell for a company for school, and it would have all these different things in there.
Oh yeah, remember that?
I don't think.
Yeah.
Is that then they would have things like that, and then they would have like the sausage and the like different kinds. It was like supposed to be gourmet, but you'd be looking at it like, who the hell is going to buy this?
Yeah,
who buys this stuff? Cheese and
and then it went from that to candy. Then I had to sell
popcorn, candy, candy bars. Yep.
Yeah, I remember going around the neighborhood. I'd say you'd have to knock on everyone's door, and back then, I mean, you knocked on the door, and they were like, "Oh, little boy, you got some chocolate? Come on in for a second."
Yeah, they're like, "All right."
I'm like,
Jesse,
"Okay."
go ahead, go to all the houses and try to sell things.
That was completely acceptable back then, Jesse.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to our society?
I don't know. I'm glad I made it out alive.
In the woods. We don't do that. I wouldn't let my kid just go roam around in the woods.
Well, now you can't. Now you can't. No, but back then it was okay. Roll around in the poison oak. It's fine.
Yep.
No,
I might look up and.
You'll be all right.
Think my wife would like these for the kitchen. A 3 foot tall.
I wonder how much. I wonder how much they would cost.
Oh, the waterbed.
Yeah, I had a waterbed.
Yeah, I did.
I might have to.
Heard
waterbeds. That's.
I heard about your waterbed.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of stories behind that one.
Does anybody out there still use a waterbed? I would love to know that.
Zod still has one.
No, I don't still have one. I don't think. The thing is, I don't think I can handle it.
No, you need a Dramamine.
I'm too old.
Oh God, yeah, and I'd never be able to walk in the morning. I would have to think my back would just be ruined.
That's what I'd be worried about, Jesse, getting seasick.
Getting seasick.
I mean, because sometimes the last time I went on a boat, I was so sick after I got like, I gotta get the hell off this boat. This is terrible.
Only water babies at a timer. Yeah, if you haven't got to sleep on a, I mean, when I was a kid, one of my buddies had one, and I used to think it was the coolest thing in the world. Of course, we were never allowed to have one, but looking back on it, it's not
that cool.
No, my older cousin had one. She, I got on hers one time, and oh God, I didn't like it. It just kept floating like that. It was horrible.
I had one all through high school, middle school.
Did you, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
They probably linked water beds to all kinds of
I'm wondering,
neurological problems.
Exactly.
When did they
all kinds of crazy
start going
things.
away?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a thing. Like when did they just stop?
They just didn't tell anybody. They just like, we're gonna get rid of them, but I'm just not gonna say anything because
Oh
You
man,
know, this is the reason why people had
I
migraines.
wonder who
and-
still.
Yeah.
There's probably people that still use a
Dizziness.
waterbed.
That's what I'm thinking, Phil. Somebody out there has one still.
We
and
had
will swear by it.
Die.
We had to burp the bed. So my dad, it was like once a month or once every couple of months, he'd have to take this rod and work the air out of the. You have to open it up the top, and he would call burping it the bed horrible.
Joey from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 when Freddy got him in the water bed, and oh my god. Terrible.
Yeah, well, MG, I don't want to kiss and tell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gentlemanly like.
Forget it. Forget about it.
We're bringing back the water beds.
Bringing them back.
And we're bringing these back too.
Oh, my grandparents had one of those.
We had something like that when I was a really young kid.
That was old school.
You needed like 3 Hulk Hogans to pick that thing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could change the color. Like you could make the TV look like purple if you want. Like I used to do that when He-Man was on.
Yeah, that's right. They had all those knobs that you could adjust everything.
Yeah, that's true.
What was the point of the wood?
If it's not on wheels, forget about it.
You have all pictures on the top of it.
It was like a big shelf. Yeah.
Well, they
the
made
VCR would
everything
sit up there.
They made everything like furniture. They had to make everything like furniture back then.
High quality.
Why? Like what? And what was this little door here for? That's
the background. The background here isn't it one of those TVs, Mike? For the
the speaker.
Oh yeah. It is, Phil. If I pulled it down, but yeah. When we were in Cleveland, they had one on display. I don't know what this is. Anybody know what the kitchen witch is?
It's the first Jedi.
You kind of is that
It's the alkalite. It's the alkalite.
I don't know
Speaker.
what that is.
Yeah. No, okay. So nobody knows what the kitchen witch is.
Nope.
Moving on. Answering machines and the old phones. Yes, of course.
Yeah, those were cool.
Imagine everybody had an answering machine, right?
Remember when people had phones that actually had cords?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, pretty sure my mom still has one.
Yeah,
and we weren't. Yeah, they wouldn't let us get a cordless phone because it's like they wanted to spy on us talking to our friends.
The cord started out like springed up, and then by the time it was like maybe
like nice and tight like this.
Yeah,
right?
the cord was like 30 feet long after that. Like, it was just drooping all over the floor.
Yep, it's sucked up by the vacuum cleaner all the time.
Yeah.
That's it exactly. The heck is this? Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's iconic.
Yep.
So hard. Such a tough game.
Yeah, we really didn't play it a whole lot as a kid. It would get too frustrating. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember it? And they even say that Tupperware. We had tons of these.
1970s Tupperware.
70s, yeah.
But
brown,
still, if you
orange,
saw this,
yellow, and pea green,
you'd have that urge like you want it. Like just
that's that's inviting the kids in the house that want to sell the cookies. Here, have a glass of water, Tommy.
Come on in, I'll buy your chocolate. Drink this out of this weird orange cup. Don't worry about the dizziness. It'll wear off in an hour.
Have some more lemonade.
It's yellow.
God. An encyclopedia set. Those things are definitely a thing of the past. Oh, hold on, buddy. Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, because the internet exists. Those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had a set of 1961 old encyclopedias on my shelf, and I used it for a term paper or something. And I got the teacher wrote across my paper plagiarism. And I'm like, what? I didn't plagiarize anything. But the problem was I was using words that were used in 1961. So he thought I plagiarized because they didn't say those words anymore.
They don't talk it. You got nailed for copyright infringement.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was my early.
Yeah. We started the boombox. Yeah, we kind of saw one of those earlier. Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh, my wife had a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube, which is I'm surprised that's on this list because those are still around. Has anybody ever been able to actually solve a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, I did.
Have you really?
I had to look up a video though.
So there's like a way to there's tutorials on how to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You start on the white side and you make a T at the top. You try and get a T and then you work your way around. There's like a specific thing. Once you follow it, it makes sense.
Because isn't it all just like random whenever?
But it's solid when you get it. Like you hate to even move it. Like
I know.
You buy it.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Like, all right, it's done. Like,
yeah, but it is a specific you know,
so there's
a
a way
series
to do
of
it.
moves. Yep.
And I guess that's true because there's people out there that have like the world record of doing it in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, once you
it's like
once
they
you
obviously
line
have
up
it
that
memorized.
Once you line up that white T on the white side, and then you just continue however that goes, and yeah, it just
That's
works
crazy.
itself out.
Like, no matter how much you mix it up, it still
doesn't matter. Yeah,
that's insane. That blows my simple brain.
Yeah, right.
Hit the popcorn popper. Yeah, we saw that. How about that? I think everybody had an alarm clock.
Now we use our phones.
Similar to that. Yeah. I had one of these for the longest time, and my wife was like, "When are you ever going to get rid of that?"
See if the power goes out.
Yeah, like Home Alone, right?
That's the thing.
They had this alarm clock.
My parents used to have one when they didn't have the digital display. It had the ones that flipped. You know those?
Oh yeah.
The numbers would just flip and turn, kind of like a Rolodex. That's how.
There you go.
Oh, you could probably hear it too.
Next week, Jesse.
Yeah, you would hear it.
Are you a fan of the red or the? Remember, there was like the green. There were the green numbers.
I do.
And then there was the red. Like I like the red. The green would just be a little bright.
Yeah,
you could always
it was always the red. And that when that alarm went off, oh god, it was just you could set it for the radio to turn on, I think, or there was like an alarm setting that sounded
the
just
sound
like,
that it made before any music. It would make a sound like there'd be a sound, then whatever the alarm you chose,
like a buzz or a click or something.
I have on my phone, I have one of the Sonic the Hedgehog themes. Like every morning when my alarm goes off, it's the level 2 on Sonic.
See, I'm not a good morning person, so I have my alarm set for like the most loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I used to listen to Stern also. I used to.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Brooklyn. Sorry if I missed you earlier. I didn't see you hop in.
Was he on that early, or
yeah, he would. Yeah,
because I know Brooklyn's up early.
Yeah.
What else we got? Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, saw that. VCRs, VHS movies, which are now collector's items. Zod.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, this one I'm interested. What, microwave cooking?
He's interested.
Yeah.
Mike's gonna be
honey, I'll take care of dinner tonight. Don't you worry.
I'm making a whole Thanksgiving turkey right in the microwave.
Casseroles in the microwave.
Ridiculous. And
apparently, there was popular enough that they made an entire cookbook out of it. Cooking in the microwave. Those are for single dads, I'm guessing, right?
It was a big thing when it first came out because people were like,
where's the?
Well, it's like the air fryer.
Where's the hot?
And then you go back to
where's the hot plate?
Yeah. Yeah. When are they going to phase microwaves out when they realize it's killing people? And because, like you said, Phil, now you got the air fryer and the Instapot, and you have all these new.
I know, but how often do you use your air fryer?
Me?
Yeah.
My wife uses it a decent amount.
Really?
She uses it a decent amount for the kid, making like chicken nuggets.
I use the microwave a lot.
It's great for chicken nuggets and French fries,
especially in 20 minutes.
especially the dinosaur shaped chicken nuggets.
See, I'm lazy. You throw those in a microwave.
The air fryer, man.
They're ready in 20 seconds. The air fryer takes like 10 minutes. And
yeah, but the food it ends up tasting a lot better.
It's a process. It's just it takes time.
Yeah.
Nuclear cuisine. No, no. That's just me saying wait in 30 years when they. Like you guys remember when we used to shoot nuclear radiation into our food?
My microwaves are the reason for COVID. they'll like.
That's
I think
cool.
they added to cancer, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
The oven has a built-in air fryer. Well, this list, I think that was the last thing on this list.
That's awesome.
So there it is, guys. That's back in some things that probably you question, like these things here. I guarantee you, somewhere out there, there's still one of these sitting in the back of somebody's fridge
definitely
they got lost in the mix.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go on eBay and get a set.
Get a whole set of. They were so ugly, but that was the color schemes.
Everything in the 70s were.
Yeah. The carpet, and the cabinets and everything.
Yeah, the shag carpet.
Atari was brown and orange. And now you want it. Now
that shag carpet in Jesse's van.
Yeah, right on the dashboard.
Man, dude.
Come here, honey. Get in here for a second. Smack my dice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got some candy in here.
Nice candy, yeah. Some yellow liquid in the Tupperware containers.
Yeah, when we had Tupperware parties, we used to have to go down in the basement. We weren't allowed to stay.
Oh man!
All the kids got banished to the basement. Yep, would drain everything.
Yeah, that's where I would go to, in the basement.
Usually, that's where I wanted to be, anyways.
Yeah, but did your basement look like it came out of a Bela Lugosi movie?
Well, yeah, we had an unfinished basement for the longest time.
I did too.
And yeah, it was just like an old carpet laid down. The couches that we had in the 80s that my parents didn't throw away, we stuck down. We kind of converted it into a family room.
Okay.
We had like
all the walls were like bluestone, so it looked just like an old castle.
Oh no, it was this concrete block. It looked like a prison cell. Well, yeah, his basement was haunted.
It was haunted. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, I was the child catcher. I'm kidding.
Kitty, I got all day suckers.
Well, guys, we've been going on for over an hour. I do want to leave you guys with one more thing. We're going to bring back the YouTube clip of the week that which is just me. If I find some crazy nonsense, I want to share it with everybody. And the only thing I can say about that is, don't you guys hate when real life glitches?
Yeah, I've seen these already.
Have you seen this?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Yep. Because the camera shutter is in sync with the
We live in a simulation.
I know.
Yep. Isn't that wild? Crazy.
I didn't know if anybody saw that.
That's what you see after you drink the yellow liquid in the Tupperware container.
Yeah, right.
Yep. That's
what the world turns into like PS1 cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly. With NPCs around.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we've kind of established that. Anymore. I know. Oh, you saw that about 8 years ago. Oh, cool. All right, cool. Thanks. Well, I just saw it, okay? Cool, guys. Any big plans for the weekend? Phil, you doing a stream tonight?
Yeah, what game should we do? I kind of said NBA Jam a week ago. I'm kind of thinking X-Men. What do you guys want to play?
Allowed to change it up. Yeah.
What should we? Is it too? Am I doing too much X-Men?
Golden Axe.
Well, there's no online. It's just I want to get everybody to.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know what game. I was kind of thinking it earlier. Like, what should I do tonight?
We'll have to go fire the game room up and turn the heat on because it's only 19 degrees, so it's gonna take a while for it to get comfortable in there.
Well, the only online one that I have is the Casino Cade. So does anybody want to stream the Casino Cade?
It's an online Casino Cade.
That might be the best stream of the the week.
Anybody up for that? No. All right.
Does it still work, Jesse? The Casino Cade still works? Still plays?
My wife plays it.
If you get some use out of it, then you can't say it wasn't. Well, maybe it wasn't money well spent, but at least you could justify paying for it if
she likes it. Right? Okay.
Then there you go.
She's happy. I'm happy.
Yep.
Right.
No, it works.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thanks for getting up early again and hanging out with me today.
And everybody came quick today. Right. I was tired this morning.
Thanks for shaking me out of bed, Mike.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
I got scared when your hands were on me.
Yeah, we were up a little bit late watching some movies last night. I didn't get to bed until almost 3.
Yeah, we were.
But I will say, I did find a good movie before we sign off. If you're a Bill Burr fan, which I'm a huge Bill Burr fan, Old Dads. It's on Netflix. He's like a guy in his 50s who basically becomes a dad, and yeah, you could see how he doesn't mesh well with the parents of today. It's actually really, really funny and somewhat relatable. But it's on Netflix, and yeah, we watched Fury with Brad Pitt, which is a great movie.
Sounds good.
And Old Dads. That's what it's up till 3 a.m. So I'm a little bit tired. I might go take a nap before I go out and snow blow my driveway.
Yeah, nap sounds like a good idea.
It does. Eat some breakfast and take a nap.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And
yeah, thanks everyone. It's good hanging out with everybody.
Today. Yep. Have a good weekend.
See you again.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.